Touch the spindle. Touch it, I say! Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel, my loves. And today we are green with envy. Well, for no real reason other than the fact that Janice Dickinson wants to undress every single male model that steps through her high-paced fashion doors, girls. MySpace is shaking. Found shaking and screaming in their top 8. Anybody remember the top 8? Who did you have in the top 8? I had 12,000 friends, so I was super popular. Like it means absolutely anything, my loves. Deranged. But as I'm sure you can tell from the episode title today, my lovelies, it's time to step back into the high-paced fashion world of the most deranged reality TV show that's ever existed, Janice Dickinson's Modelling. Gosh, it's been such a long time. I can't even remember what we saw last time. What did we see? I just sort of, naked and willies and all sorts of penises and testicles. And Janice was like, oh, I hate him. Oh, I love him. Oh, I hate him. My child. What does my son think of that? Oh, yes. Trans woman drama. I remember that. Gosh. Well, this month for me seems to be filled with trans women drama, it would seem. So, my lovelies, I wonder what's going to happen today. I say this every time we go to watch one of these episodes because they are so unpredictable. Janice is the most unpredictable businesswoman extraordinaire that you can possibly ever imagine to work with. So, my loves, with that in mind, are you ready to watch episode 5? This one is titled New York City Girls. So I wonder where they're going and what they're doing. No idea. What's Janice up to? Naughty slut. I've just seen the episode description for this episode, and my goodness, are we in for a treat? Oh, she's gonna get her binoculars out. And without excuse me. And without any further ado, why don't we pop in the hanger, and watch Janice Dickinson's Modelling. Season 1, Episode 5. I do apologise if I sound a bit nasally at the moment. I've got some sort of like sinus inflammation and it's not fun. I can barely breathe properly and I'm like, nasal lady on the go.
Previously on the Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency. Janice held the largest open call to date. But a rift developed.
This is like, no.
Oh yeah, she hated that woman.
Peter.
Coors Light commercial, Maxim.
Coors Light over here in Maxim is not French Vogue.
Then, the agency's first booking.
Hi, I'm Lily Holt. It's
Oh yes, of
was
course
a
this happens.
success.
So I have our invoice, and you'll be happy to know it says invoice number 1 on it.
Will Janice have success in New York as an agent?
If I have to worry about anybody, I think it'd be more about Janice and not creating a spectacle.
Coming up on the Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency.
Oh my goodness, do I have to blur like willies everywhere? Oh. Do your gouts. Janice has the gouts. Gouts. Shimmying in the street. Oh my god, a wig. Girls, say something, belt. She's got gout on the go. Ooh, can't get away from these paparazzi.
My agency is starting to earn revenue. I've already had one extremely satisfied customer with Miss Lily Holt.
The Lily's shoes are awesome. They're very comfortable.
Extremely satisfied.
I'm gonna need a big coffee. And then this morning, I'm meeting with the XXluxeria underwear line, who want to fly and book some of my male models for an event in New
Sorry, can we just talk about this filter? I can barely see you. What is this? It's an aperture of like 0.1. If you don't know photography, that means just really blurry. Everything's really blurry. The bokeh is extreme, girls. But also, I don't know what it is. It's like every single episode has different audio quality of this show. This show seems so like hodgepodge stuck together and just like slapped reality TV on it because like the audio has no leveling. Like the background music is so loud in comparison to the way they are speaking. So it's like if I'm struggling, girls, you're probably going to struggle as well.
for an event in New York City.
Did I hear
male
you and
model.
Jason are here?
Welcome to my agency. Good to see you. Thanks for having us. Welcome.
Hey,
Welcome,
nice
Jason.
to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you so much. My name is Jason Scarlatti. I'm with XXluxeria, men's underwear brand.
To exist.
My
Yeah,
partner.
Jason.
Do they still exist?
Ken Snyder.
We came here today to cast a couple male models for an event we're having to promote our new collection.
Oh.
It's just awesome that you chose this agency to help us get off the ground.
I need your help. We need models.
Oh, we have models, honey. I'm praying that this will go perfectly.
Look at that
It is
belt.
my very first job in New York City, the fashion capital of the United States. And if I can rock the Big Apple, it will certainly lead to many, many new clients.
All right, guys.
And lots of penises for you to look at.
This is
Oh,
the
here we
first
go.
audition for most of the boys.
Do you need to zoom in on his
you're a
body
little
slit?
self-conscious.
Oh, I've already seen 19 body slits and it's like 8 seconds in. What is this? Janice has a bussy fetish.
Do you want gay
You know, you're a little self-conscious in the room when you're pretty much naked with other guys that have better bodies than you. It's very high level intensity in there.
I don't think people often talk about like men's dysphoria.
How you doing, Tone?
Tony.
Okay, Mr. Chris Jones.
Tony Perez.
Paul, come on out. Paul, the problem with you is that you're just fat.
How tall are you?
6'3". I walked in to meet To Exist, and they put us in white briefs, you know, nice and snug. I love you, Mom.
He's so statuesque that there's definitely a presence, and I think that's great.
He should be in the Louvre. Next.
In the
Michael,
Louvre.
come on out, please. Brian.
Oh, we didn't talk to him.
Really looks for guys who are very sexy, very confident in who they are.
Marcus. Johnny Boy.
Have a great physique, but also have a great personality and be able to open up really like a cutting edge modern.
Straighten the hair underneath.
TJ. Billy Bob. TJ2.
What is
Where are you
this?
from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. How long have you been here?
For almost 3 years.
Have you been to New York before?
I've been there once. Yes, I love it. I love the model.
Adrian. She's got an amazing look. Soreen.
I would hate to stand next to you, fully clothed.
Why? Why? He's hot.
No, I think he looks great.
You may leave now.
What?
Stand on that spot, Serene.
What?
Serene hails
Was that
from
ridicule?
Romania with
Hang on, can we just have a Oh, feet. Wiki Feet's gonna be very happy about this. Disgusting. I just want to say, is that like, did they just like bring out that other model just to like shame them in comparison to this guy? Is that what just happened? Did we just see Janice bring out one model and then be like, oh, come and look at this guy's hot body, and then be like, we're done with you, goodbye? Like, I understand that it's cutthroat to be a model, but like, that just seemed a bit cruel. Was that necessary? Like, was that solely to make people be like,
oh.
I'm going to cream.
Yeah, hire the muscle boy. He's much better than the other one, girl.
I mean, I'm partial to a muscle boy with a mohawk and lip fillers, but this seems a bit much to compete for that sort of thing. Mental health was just not a question to be even asked about in 2006, was it?
nuts wild. And he's very confident, courteous. He lives in Las Vegas. He drove all the way up here to meet with you during the audition.
Well, we saw Serene. As soon as Serene walked in the room, he was perfect. Just his image, the way he looked, everything. He's something that we would look for.
Janice is going to lay her eggs in him, so he's obviously picked.
Tell me about your tattoo. Why'd you get it? It's your own design. Can I see it? What is it inspired from?
A tribal tattoo.
Tribal from what? From the Janice Dickinson Modelling Agency?
I want you to interact more and be able to talk more comfortably. You know, Janice was asking you about your tattoo, and it's something permanent on your body. You should be able to talk a little bit more into that.
Yeah, the event that we're doing, we need you to be able to speak about the line and interact with a bunch of people. So
I do agree.
For is someone that's
All right,
comfortable.
let's talk about the underwear. Talk to me. How do you feel about underwear, Romania?
I never wear it, but this is my type.
But what do you like about this particular brand?
Well, I...
Everything.
It's nice.
You like
Oh,
everything.
no.
Any questions? Thank you, Serene. Well done.
Thank you.
So, I've said this before on a different reality TV show. I don't know if that's come out yet or not. I don't know if the copyright's still allowed on that. I don't know. I'm in a bit of a battle, girls. So I absolutely give people a pass who know more than one language and they don't necessarily sound as articulate as they would like to sound in a second language or a third language, fourth language than they do in their native tongue. Absolutely get that. I feel like they're trying to paint him out as stupid, and because he's not talking in his native tongue, like, we don't know. He might be so talkative in his native tongue. We just don't know at all. But I do also feel like there is that moment of, like, if you are going to be a spokesmodel, you do need to be able to at least have, like, a little bit of, like, backwards and forwards. While he has a nice body and clearly they want him for underwear campaigns, he might not necessarily be the best kind of person to have for a banter about the brand. Do you know what I mean? So I do understand that, but I still don't like the idea that they're coming away feeling like he is dumb, because he might not be, but we just don't know. This is Janice Dickinson's modelling agency, so, you know, she's just kept him around to go,
What do you have under the underwear? I'm Janice. Can I lay my egg up your nostril?
I don't know, I'm very like laying eggs in people today. I don't know what that's all about. It's a bit much, isn't it?
I'm really proud of my guys.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, you have some great guys.
Pretty good. They're off the chain.
These are my
chain.
my top four right there.
Oh, top four, America.
Four on the bottom.
America's
Other
next top
TJ,
scout.
John.
Serene.
Oh, he doesn't speak.
He didn't.
No. He does speak. He was just shy. Governor California has an accent.
Are we gonna fight?
No, you're the boss.
23. You got it done.
Serena's not going.
Crowd, and there you go. That's fine.
I guess.
Everybody can be seen, right? Nobody's covering anybody?
Hi, guys. I want you to know from Peter and myself that you guys did an awesome first audition. That was amazing to walk around, you know, with your rabbit stuffed in there. I mean, that was like totally dope and hard and cool. But it's down to 3 guys, and I'm gonna make this really, really quick. TJ, that's you. Should make your day. John, Paul.
Wow.
Okay, bravo.
Oh, there we go. Those 3. I mean,
wanted to
all
do
right.
underwear ever since Mark Wahlberg did it for Calvin Klein. It's just like a dream come true for me to actually book something like this. I'm going to New York for it, which is great.
No,
He sounds really
appreciate
charismatic.
you coming out, and we only had to choose 3, and it was a very hard decision. So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Oh no. Oh, the music. Oh, piano girls. Mozart. Vivaldi.
Stonehenge.
We saw Serene. I asked him about his tattoo, which was beautiful on his arm. And I don't know if it was a language barrier or he just didn't seem to be very approachable. And this is unfortunately a situation where people are going to be approaching him and he should be approaching other people.
You do have a
I don't know
point.
what happened down there. I just missed the job. That was pretty good for me because it was an opportunity to meet some people, to make some connections, to make some money. This was a very easy job, and I didn't took it. So I'm just waiting to see what happened to the next one, when it's gonna be harder.
Oh.
Because my languages, I don't know. I can't even talk to them.
See, from his ability there to explain like how he is feeling and like the fact that he could have made some opportunities and networking there, I don't get the vibe that he doesn't have a brain. Do you know what I mean? I really honestly think this is one of those cases where it's like he doesn't necessarily come across as articulate as he would like to be because it's a second language. And that's absolutely fine. I think it's very nefarious that reality TV likes to paint people as stupid just because they don't necessarily speak the same language. And I feel like that is a huge problem, especially in the English-speaking world. Let me just say this. Let's get the tea out, girls.
Good heavens.
For some reason, in the English-speaking world, we look at anyone... Well, actually, I'm not included in that because I don't believe in any of the nonsense I'm just about to say. There is a tendency to look at people who do speak a different language as unable to, like, think at all. And I think that is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It is is it a part of a culture? No. What's the word? It's a stereotype that needs to die in a well, fall in a well and drown.
Hello.
Oh, this poor guy. In 2003.
Granted, you have the best body as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the best body for it to exist purposes. For 1.5 years, that woman, when she was 18 years old, was me, and I didn't get hired for 1 entire year, okay? I didn't get a job. I had to eat, sleep, and homelessness.
Business is 99% rejection. You have to get used to being told.
You got to be able to roll.
You have to have tough skin. You have to.
Look at me. I guarantee you that I will work for you, and you'll have a billboard in Times Square that's going to make To Exist eat their words. Trust me.
Don't talk about your client like that on TV. Don't talk. That is such a bad idea. That is such bad business practice to badmouth a client that you've just had that's going to pay you because they've taken some of your other models. What do you mean, Janice? That's such a bad idea. So she's gone on TV and slated a brand for not picking her favorite model. It's got nothing to do with it. Like, I do completely understand where they're coming from in the terms of like businesses rejection, especially if you're in the modeling world, unless you're a very specific model that's somehow perfect for every single job. There is going to be jobs that you aren't perfect for. You have to look at it as it's not rejection. It's just a decision that's out of your hands. That's all it is. A decision that's out of your hands. And I know it's easy for me to say, but honestly, it will make your life so much better if you do not dwell on things that you absolutely cannot change. This isn't the end of the world for this guy. Who knows? To Exist might come back to them in 6 months' time for another separate campaign and be like, oh my God, yeah, I remember you. You're so much more talkative now and really enjoy you. Yeah, come for it, girls. Business with Luxeria. I don't even have an incorporated business.
Excuse me, I will not have that. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Welcome out there. Come here.
Oh.
Just go walk it off.
And that's how she laid her egg.
Everyone has to learn how to take rejection, including little Serene. It's just a speed bump. Come on.
Don't
Snap
belittle
out of
him.
it, Serene.
Little Serene. Don't do that. A horrible window box.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, what are you wearing?
Wow. How lit are you? How was your day?
It's fine.
I just got from
Wait,
the,
ugh.
You know what? What is it? Ugh.
Cause it's gross.
What's gross?
Go put something on. Like, seriously.
No, you're not my dad. I'm the parent here.
I came back from the agency to pick some stuff up, get ready for New York. My mom came home dressed in a little skimpy outfit. Pretty inappropriate for a mom.
Hey, what happened at school?
I got all my stuff ready for New York, talked to all my teachers.
Wait, no. You got all your stuff ready for New York?
Yeah, we leave on Sunday.
You've got to make a choice right now. School or the agency?
Coming up,
I pay the bills, I pay the rent.
Janice and Nathan come to an understanding. Then,
What's happening?
New York!
What is this? What's happening? Have we just seen that? That's a weird dynamic we've just seen. I'm not sure I like a child telling their parent like what not to wear. Maybe what she was wearing was a little bit like risque for at home, but it wasn't like, I don't know. If I had a child and they were like, take off that red lipstick, I'd be like,
Be careful, child.
I don't know. That was a weird thing to watch. Let me know what you think about what we've just seen there, that interaction, because I'm not often on the side of Janice Dickinson, but I am also in the camp of you can wear whatever you want. I guess maybe things do change when you have a child, but like that child is almost, I don't know. I'm a bit, can you tell I'm in two different minds about that? This is going to cause some discourse, isn't it, girls? Janice Dickinson Modelling.
So now you're going to New York?
Oh,
How are you doing in your grades?
Well, considering I'm at the agency all the time, not as good as I should be. It'll be fine.
You're the love of my life, but you've got to make a choice right now. School or the agency?
Okay, so the agency.
Okay. Pick up the telephone, call your dad, and say, I'm bouncing out of school right now.
Don't call my dad.
What are you going to quit?
Stop. You're not calling.
I'm calling.
You're not calling.
No.
What's happening?
Call my dad, which I'm not happy about because I don't really want him involved.
I understand you have a problem with me. You don't like
I
how I
gotta
dress.
go.
You don't like how I roll. That's your problem. That's not mine. I pay the bills. I pay the rent. I am who I am. You're going to finish college.
I gotta go.
No. We have to end this. We have to end this. You're not going to New York.
I'm so late to class.
Then leave. Goodbye. Hit class. By the way, pick up your laundry while you're at it.
Long story short, I will not be in New York this weekend. I will be in LA. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be having a great time. Just means I will not be having a great time in New York.
What was that?
I've been chosen for my first job for XXluxeria underwear line. I mean, this is gonna be my first time seeing New York.
Supplements go.
All expense paid. I mean, I couldn't be happier.
I'm getting to go back to New York City. I'm so excited. This is
Oh,
gonna be an
look at
awesome
that hat.
opportunity to mingle, make new friends, new contacts, and work with XXluxeria.
So I'm packing for New York. It's been kind of hectic and crazy, and I just had to make sure that everything was A-okay with my job. So ladies, what's cracking?
At work?
My job when I'm not modeling or acting is I work as a nanny full-time to 3
Oh.
girls. The twins are 8 and the oldest is 13. So you're all done then, Georgie, huh? Okay, well, let's do a little bit of reading. I help them with their homework when they need it.
Get
Take
your
them to
shoes
and
off the
from school,
table,
play
girls.
with them, read with them, do all the things that parents would do with their kids. I never really thought of myself as responsible enough to help 3 kids, but I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, so apparently I'm doing all right.
Wow, totally unexpected. International supermodel nanny.
So this is where I live.
Super nanny.
You guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way.
Where I live is in the pool house. Which color am I using?
Ah.
Yeah. Who doesn't know how to put on makeup? Uh-huh.
That's because you keep on moving your lips. How does this make you feel?
Like a clown. I think that being a nanny really helps me out a lot in modeling because you have to be animated. You have to have a character, or many characters.
That's true.
You have to be able to just be spontaneous, and these kids
Okay.
really bring that out in me. I mean,
I'm sorry, have they
like
just given him like shots of something? I do kind of agree with that there. What he's just said is actually very insightful, especially if you pick it apart to sort of mean something like there is always something you can take away from every single job that you do along the timeline of your career, if you like to call it like that. So there's always some little pieces of information, pieces of behavior, pieces of training that you can take from every single job and apply it to where you want to be, where you see yourself. So that's kind of quite insightful. I didn't expect to have quite an insightful episode today on the Janice Dickinson show, girls.
I act like a complete idiot with them all the time. I really want to speak to my insurance company about this.
Medical insurance. Unrelatable content.
I am so excited
All right, here we are.
to be back in New York City. We are going to take the city by storm.
Tulips, girl! The city by
Today is
storm.
a big day.
Oh,
right
look.
now, I am going to the To Exist
She's
office
so
to set up
amusing
the big event.
and also horrible.
Where 3 of my models will be displaying the To Exist brand underwear. Hi there. Janice Dickinson. Nice to see you. Good morning. Hey, how was the flight?
It's great.
Awesome. When did you get in?
Yesterday morning about 5 a.m.
To Exist is a really important client for me. Hopefully I can get a big account in all areas of advertising, including television
Where's the
commercials.
third one?
My models are ready. So proud of you guys.
Where's the third one? Oh, there he is.
Go find
All right.
Jason. Remember TJ? And Paul Ramirez.
How are you?
And Big John.
Glad you made it. Tonight's event is basically
Big John.
a gallery exhibition. So it's a more higher end event. We're kind of bridging the gap between an underwear brand and fine arts. We're gonna put you guys in a couple different
Sounds like an
There's
NFT,
a thing
girl.
Right there if you could try some stuff on. So that's our.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Oh, Janice.
you look terrific.
Calm your beavers.
Okay, so Jason, give us dialogue for the guys on what to say while milling around the crowd.
Milling
I think
around.
you should ask people to feel the fabric and just mingle. My expectations of TJ, Paul, and John tonight is just to really look relaxed and mingle at this gallery event, then talk about the product if people ask them, and also what they're wearing and how it feels.
And if you don't work tonight, I'll chop your heads off.
I'm more worried about you behaving yourself than your
Clocked.
boys. I'm so excited Janice is coming to our event tonight. It really means a lot to us. If I have to worry about anybody, I think it'd be more about Janice and not creating a spectacle and letting it be more about our product. But she's a great asset, so I'll keep her very close to my side.
She,
Watch on her.
well, you've got to eat your words. She back-slandered you earlier, girls. What's this? Is this the alternative to a modelling agency? Hitting cars across the floor with a baseball bat into a cup. That cup is a Ming vase!
This wasn't here before.
What's this?
We
What
are
was
ready
that?
for the show tonight, and we had a little bit of time to kill, so we hit the town. And now we're coming
Don't say kill.
Times Square.
Alright, here we go. For goodness sake, girls.
It was just mayhem out there. Thousands of people.
What's shaking, New York? You know, garbage men are really hot. What's shaking?
And Janice was being Janice. It's really cool to see her on the streets.
Janice Dickinson
Is
Modelling
it?
Agency.
We're in
Is it cool to see her on the
Janice
street?
Dickinson here in New York, and paparazzi out of blue, like coming up everywhere, like flashes everywhere, eyes, you know, I love it. Just, you know, it's like, look.
Times Square, everybody. New York, New York.
I think that's what it is. I think people want like a touch of fame, don't they?
Great news. We just got a phone call from the new store in New York called
Who's this?
Robin's. They want to hire our models. Right now. Right now.
Let's go now.
Oh! Surprise, girl. Mannequin modelling. Okay.
These are our guys
Oh,
that we have in New York.
Hi, Ken. How are you, TJ?
Why did he go like,
Ethan, he
oh,
told me
okay.
he had this new modeling agency through.
The way that he said that then was like, oh, okay, these are the models. The scene that we just saw was them being like,
Oh my god, Janet, he wants to hire your models now!
and he's like, oh, these are the models? Oh, all right. Surely the people would know the models if they were going to wear...
Yeah, I met Ethan and he told me he had this new modeling agency through Janice, and thought it might be a good opportunity to have some fun and create a little stir here.
I'm just overwhelmed and shocked and just excited to be in New York City, but then to go out
what's
on the
the pay?
street and find out that we just booked a job out of nowhere.
What's the
just from
pay?
Walking down the street.
Anybody
Told me
asking
Janice
about the
to put
pay?
something like that up.
What's the pay?
That's just
Only Janice.
bizarre.
John, we got room in the window to put these guys?
Oh, here we go.
It was kind of funny because being in the department stores, my mom always was, you know, looking for where I was, but I was in the store windows myself, you know, practicing, you know, trying to be the little boy as a mannequin. So this was totally familiar, and I love doing this.
We did kind of a mannequin thing in the window, and they said, let's try something else, let's go outside. People were coming, they didn't know if I was real or not. I could hear responses, people would come up to me, and it's hard to keep my concentration.
Janice Dickinson was like, French Vogue, French Vogue.
How was it hanging out on you? Awesome. Good job. Are you alive? There he is. Good work.
15 minutes of work, next thing you know, we got paid for it, and it was that fast. It was just very cool experience.
Can we just say, that is the weirdest little moment I've ever seen. So they were like real life models, but like, oh, let's try something else. Let's go on the street. But all they did was like pretend to be mannequins. But Janice's whole thing is like,
no, I don't want a blonde woman because people will think we're cheap. Just put these naked men on the streets, girl.
Very odd. Oh, here we go.
It was very close to showtime, so I sent my models back to the gallery early, where the 2Exist event was being held, so they could get ready for the show. I'm praying that John, TJ, and Paul will walk
can't
through
even
the room
see
with
you.
confidence and
Mannequin
dignity
Willie.
and performance that will enable them to get campaigns, the billboards, the magazine ads, and who knows, maybe a 5 to 10 year contract with 2Exist.
I think this is gonna be the fun part of it. Earlier in the day, it's been kind of work, you know, but now it's just time to let loose.
I mean, you are still working. Oh.
Only one will make it to the pageant, girls.
When I first stepped foot in that room in New York, I was very nervous. I mean, you actually walk into that room and see all those people, and you're in your underwear
that is a lot
trying
of
to sell the
people.
thing that you're wearing. You have to
Unhinged in 2020 too.
Designed to get naked here.
Oh, okay. So lose the tops then. Yeah, why not?
Was this agreed upon? Everyone's like, oh, what's that underwear song music?
Oh, touch me in the beds.
With clients, you know,
Soybean.
wanting to feel us or something like that, I'd go right ahead. I mean, I'm already touching myself a lot with this new product, so it's great. My ass is my best asset, so you can touch away on that one.
I mean, all right, we were just about to zoom in on
a
the
little bit late.
body
Yes, I
slit.
was, due to traffic. And I saw the models working the show. I knew that I had arrived. But the feedback was monumental.
Do you remember when she had a massive go at Teresa for being late? Do you remember that? But she's like, oh, it's just traffic, I'm just being late. That.
Why don't you guys stand on the table?
Oh, Janice, stop being like this. Food? I don't want food near feet.
You two exist! It was a crowded room, and the only way to really show off the package was the top of the tabletop, so they could look like the Greek gods that they are. This is the best fabric, this is the best fit, this is the best underwear line existing, to exist. Bravo, guys.
When Janice
Great.
put us up on the table and announced
Wonderful.
us, it
We
was
sold
a little
one piece.
shocking to actually see us in the underwear, what we're
I
here to
don't
do.
want feet next to the buffet.
I never thought in a million years that I'd be here modeling underwear for Janice Dickinson. For 2Exist, you know, one of the best underwear companies in the world.
Really? Apparently they invented the men's pouch underwear in 1991. Oh, all right then.
This trip to New York,
Paparazzi.
it was like a dream come true. I mean, I got into this business to travel specifically. I mean, it's just amazing.
It's our first gig here in New York City with 2Exist,
Janice.
a great underwear company. You know, it's just, you couldn't ask for more.
Can't believe we did this.
You kicked ass.
All right, boys.
Now,
I
kid.
just have to tell you guys that I was so impressed about how excited you were to represent our brands. I was overwhelmed by your reactions and the way you mingled with everybody. It really meant a lot to me. So I'm very, very pleased. Thank you so much. It's great.
And just think, Janice spoke about you badly behind your back. The hateful window box.
You getting back tonight? It doesn't matter. It's, you know, it's clean. I gotta clean up. Clean. Put my mom to
What is
dirty house.
this?
It's not too much fun. And there you have it. Clean house.
New York was great. Hey, Nate!
Sure.
I'm home! The event was a success, and my models were a huge hit. I'm confident that we've made a good impression. Can you come and help me with my luggage? Nathan and I had gotten into a huge fight before I left over how I dress, his education, the standard mother-son dilemma. I'm always trying to find that balance of being a single mom and working a job. And when I'm working a job, I'm trying to find that balance of being a parent.
Is this like, oh, feel sorry for Janice, she's just like you.
Don't you think she's just like you?
This is the world's first supermodel, girls, and she's like behaving completely erratically.
I'm so happy to be back home.
So happy to be home. Don't tell me that's the end.
Wide in the runway because we are coming.
And
They're coming to you next with a special sneak peek at Monique's Fat Chance.
Monique's Fat Chance.
Find out where...
Anyway, what was that last little bit? That last little bit tried to be like, oh, this is a heartwarming thing. You still had a huge argument with your son and was like threatening to call his dad and like all this stuff happened and there wasn't really any resolve in that at all. It was just a couple of sentences at the end of the show. This show! What is this show? All right, my lovelies, I'm going to push my laptop away, take my hanger out and just be like, the storyline of this show, although Janice didn't seem to be quite as intensely pervacious this week, shall we say, or this specific episode, she did bring those male models across and we had that weird situation with the male model that didn't manage to get the cut. I think he's called Serene, isn't he? I still don't quite know how I feel about Janice's fight with her son there. I don't quite know if is there credence to a son telling off the mum for the way she dresses? I didn't think that she was dressed particularly provocatively, but like maybe that's just my opinion on what provocatively is. Because like if you're at the beach, for example, and you go in like swimwear, is that provocative dressing? Like Janice, I'm sure, is the kind of person that would wear a bikini. So would her son find that like unacceptable? I don't know. I find that a very strange interaction, but clearly there is some tension there. And maybe I'm just not qualified to talk on it because I don't know either of them. Anyway, my loves, let me know what you think about what we've seen today in the comments box below, because that was an episode. How many more episodes do I even have left of this season? I think there's only like 2 left. I don't know. How many times can I say, this makes no sense, girl? Because it just doesn't, does it? Janice Dickinson makes no sense. And with that, my loves, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourselves scrolling past on the screen right here, my loves. And today's Twitch shout-out goes to Danny Poison. Thank you so much for following me over on Twitch, you stunning woman on the go. And if you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next video's Twitch shout-out, make sure you follow me on Twitch. It is Luxeria Plays, and I stream 2 nights a week, Monday and Thursday, my loves. As always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top-tier Patreons. Aloria, Stephanie Neatupski, Laura Ali, Dr. Dreamerella, Steph Utek, Orkos Emoji, Abigail Ash, Beebles32, Caitlin Coating, Shell Herman, Christina Kyle Girl, ContraPoints, Crafty Leaks, Danielle, Dr. A, Jevod, Elizabeth Stone, I Go Go Ubari, Jared Pavlovsky, Jen Martin, Jenny Hendricks, Caitlin Wright, Min Min DM, Moisten98, Mariah Sherman, Nixie Tricks, Paolo Rivera, Pink Caramel, Princess Lilium, Rachel V, Seabiscuit, Romano, Ryan Vita, Sexy Texy RN, Succubus Lena, Traverful, Tromo, Victoria Corella, Victoria Waldock, and Zaya Naza. And I think I'm going to end it on the note of oh God, what do I even say there? I was going to say, try and not be so argumentative with family members, but sometimes you need to have an argument or two, don't you? I don't know, my loves, maybe the moral of the story is dress however you want. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Yes.